Welcome on to A View from Section C, episode 23. Larzo,
Evening,
your,
Junior.
your prediction was shit, mate.
Oh, it's fucking miles it, was it? Well, yeah, it was.
Yeah, miles it.
Uh,
Not the best of weekends hockey wise for us, but I think everyone enjoyed. They had a good time down in Nottingham. We made it there, but how did that set your week up after the results?
shite.
That good?
Absolute shite. Well, we came down to yours. We watched the game. I thought we started really well.
Had a good kebab, by the way, during
Oh,
that
we had a
game.
fantastic kebab, by the way. That was
Arbroath
the
Spice.
That was the highlight. Yeah.
Yeah, Arbroath Spice. What? That's our go-to now for a kebab.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But you know what? We had chances at
Yep.
0-0, and I think we had chances at 1-0. And when you're playing teams like Belfast, if you don't take these chances, you're going to get absolutely buried. Absolutely, and we did. We were buried, but were they that good, or were we that bad?
Yeah. So straight into it then. Review the semi-final. So Belfast Giants 6, Dundee Stars 0. Can I just throw out there that on the Saturday morning we got up, was in the shower, came out the shower, and I says to Shannon, I have a bad feeling about today's game. I think we're going to get pumped and Belfast's going to win 6-0.
Yeah, you could.
How did I not put it on the Coopman?
Well,
I wonder what the odds would have been for that.
Normally, I would sit here and go, "What an absolute crock of shit!"
I'm bringing you back on here.
You did actually say it to me during the game. Yeah,
Even when it went 6-9.
I remember going to get pumped 6-9 here, and I was like, "Yeah,
so 6-9. A Mark Cooper hat trick, 14-22, 21-03, and 28-47. Jordan Boucher 37-33, and 2 power play goals in the third period by Lewis Hook and David Goodwin. Again, Mark Cooper scoring a hat trick. I didn't even think he played that well. No. He was there and scored. It was just like, oh fuck, he scored again. Okay.
I think he had 3+1, and he touched the puck 4 times.
I think the commentator said his name 3 times, and it's when he scored 3 times.
He scored, exactly. I'll tell you, what goal was it? Was it Boucher's goal? Was that against us? With the pass between the legs?
When he dropped it back, yeah.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
The thing as well for their goals, it was, like you say, we had to have taken our chance at the start. We could have been 1-0, potentially 2-0 up. We never took our chances, and then 2 or 3 turnovers and we're 3-0 down. All the goals were mistakes, either by the defence, the forwards, the goalie. It was a mistake somewhere that cost the goal. The first one for him it's the drop with the shoulder, which fakes Mo right out of it, legs open, and pretty much empty net, saw it through the legs.
I think we coughed the puck up before that, though, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can't remember. Was it Dryden coming down the ice? Someone turned it over, and it was
either Dryden or Charlie, I thought.
Yeah, it was. There was a few, 2 or 3 of them for the first 3 goals. I think the first 3 goals were turnovers or a mistake, which results in goals, and you can't do that in semi-finals.
No against the best team. No against the best team in the league. Okay, they got beat in the final, but overall, they were the best team. Probably by
far,
quite a bit.
By far.
They had an off day in the final, but against us, and I say they were non-spectacular. I don't think they were a 6-0 winning team against us.
No,
they never played. They didn't need to get out that gear. We were poor. Let's be honest with it.
Yeah,
we were quite poor.
Yeah,
we're going to touch on stuff after we've done all this anyway.
No, we're not, because I'm on to Abdi on Facebook about keeping it going.
Yeah,
we're done with it. But we'll look at the next game, which was a bit more eventful.
The gambler's man's best game of the season.
I know. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Gare that put something on
was.
Twitter. Was
Yeah.
it Gare? And it was
Yeah.
ridiculous odds for. I think it was for a Kyle Haas penalty, and like
12. It was something like was it 12 goals or over 10 goals, over 11 goals, and a Kyle Haas penalty.
So yeah, a little bit closer and less scoring than recent years. You know, we've had 13 nines and everything,
Yeah.
14 10s, but
But
a
listen, see
seventh, yeah,
before you go on about it, right? I'm going to say something, right?
it's
Guildford Flames, absolute shitebags, right? Imagine playing your import goalie in
I
a
know,
third and fourth place playoff game.
I know,
Piss off.
I know. Yeah, so 7-5 victory for the Flames. So Jordan County at 6-10. Philippe Songe equalised at 8:42. Kyle Lock at 10:30 to make Guildford go 2-1 up end of the first period. Sebastian Bengtson keeping his points totals in the playoffs going up at 21:44. Jordan County again at 32:49. Ian McNulty at 33:11. Charlie Combs pulls one back 42:58. Connor Sills at 48:35. We then take the lead for the first time in the game at 53-43 Michael Poirier. And 3 goals. Levi Cable, 54-41. Power play by Brett Ferguson at 50-07. And an empty netter by Owen Griffiths at 59-15. So, probably the most pointless game of any league season. Any point. Friendlies, at least your friendlies are getting ready for the season. Challenge Cup, okay, Mickey Mouse tournament, but again, bit of a pre-season tournament for teams. They're about the fourth place game. People are pissed. Still pissed for the night before. People are hungover. No one cares.
Nobody cares.
On it, I don't know why we continue this. Honestly, I'd rather see like an under 18s or an under 20 Scotland England game. Or if players are still here from certain clubs, like an all-star game or something, from the teams that didn't make it, and the teams that aren't in the final. You know, get a couple of players and put a more spectacle game on than two drunk teams still playing.
Yeah, do something different. The players don't want to be there. And you know that. The players have said it. We've spoke to players over the years.
Yep.
They just didn't want to be there.
No.
They'd rather, the two teams would have probably preferred to have a good night out on Saturday, get up early in the morning, jump on the bus and get up the road, and then go for skis get down the road. And that's it. Or just allow them, even to me, cut the price, right? There was a big hoo-ha about the prices anyway, right?
No.
See, for me, if you think about it, that the final started at what was it, 5 o'clock face-off or something?
Yeah, 4 or 5 or something, yeah.
And it's Belfast and Cardiff. And they've got to go to Nottingham. Why not just have the one game on the Sunday then? And make it something like a 2 o'clock or a 3 o'clock face-off?
Yeah.
Like, if that game starts going into overtime and stuff like that, people if we'd reached the final, you've got to get back and 6 hours up the road. Belfast, I don't know how long it takes to get to Belfast for Nottingham.
Yeah.
But they've got to catch ferries, possibly flights and everything. It's ridiculous. It's an absolute shitfest again, the third, fourth place. Get it binned and either put something on that the fans will enjoy, or do away with that game altogether and just have the one game on the Sunday and bring the face-off time a wee bit earlier.
Yeah, and you know, credit to Stars fans, sold out the allocation for our block, then started selling out the Clans allocation for the back few rows in both their sections, and even some spilled into the Cardiff section. So it's great to see so many Stars fans there. I think there would have been a hell of a lot more had, one, ticket prices not been as much. And two, if we'd made the final, I think obviously we were going to get down. Obviously, I had stuff on the Saturday morning, so but yeah, you know, we all would have head down on the Sunday morning for the final as well. But the ticket prices are an absolute joke this year, and you know what? It was shit to see for the teams that made it. Like the Stars there.
Yeah.
I think had there been more people, like I think everyone in the league was wanting Stars to win on Saturday.
It seemed that way. It seemed that way when there was polls on social media, or there was people getting asked who was. They were going for the underdog. Let's be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
They were going for us.
And if there's more
and it
people
was
there,
good to see. It's just a pity that the Elite League priced themselves out of a spectacle.
Yeah.
There was, I think, when we turned the game on to watch the game, I thought it was really ironic the way that Murph and Paul Eadie were actually positioned before the game started. They were actually sitting with the Stars fans behind them.
Yeah.
And I think that was to make it look busy.
Yeah.
Because it was shocking.
That's what I'm saying. It's a shame for the Stars because, like you say, majority of people supporting them. If that's a sold out arena, I think everyone's cheering for them. And it's only Belfast fans that are cheering for Belfast. But guys didn't get that experience because the league screwed everyone over.
Yeah.
And I'm yet to see an apology from the league about it.
They'll not apologise. No way will they apologise.
They should. But yeah, so a disappointing weekend. And moving on to kind of the next segment of the show, and it brings me to the point about us qualifying for the Final Four in Nottingham. We need to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's twice now we've came away from that weekend and the coach is gone.
Yep.
The coach is gone. So segment all his own. Omar Pacha. Obviously we tried to get Pacha on the show a while back. Didn't happen for whatever reasons. But maybe it was at that point where he was telling the Courier that Nottingham approached him months ago.
Well, maybe that's what it was. Maybe he thought we were going to spill the beans because we knew.
Yeah, so Omar Pacha leaves the club after 5 years as general manager, head coach, to go to the Nottingham Panthers as CEO. So effectively, was it again? Chief Executive Officer?
Executive Officer, whatever that is. It says he's got.
That's the Vince McMahon of fucking WWE.
Yeah, he's responsible. He's responsible for on ice, off ice. Responsible for sort of communications between the fans and the players, and as a title.
Yeah,
as a title, it'll be quite similar to what he started at Dundee.
Yeah, and we said it before though. Like, let's be honest, right? What he did in Dundee was he got the fan base up.
Yeah,
he got bums on seats, right? And that was what he was brought in to do as GM and push that forward. Obviously, with young Michael Ward with the commercial side of things as commercial manager. So Omar's job was obviously put a performance on the ice as head coach, but as GM, raise the brand. Do Nottingham need that? Do they really need their brand lifted? They've got the fan base. They need the performances for the fan base to go up.
I think
they're a big club.
Oh, they're a big club, but I would think the way that the other three big clubs are branded leaves them behind. And I think that's what the worry is for them. It could be that there always seems to be a bit of a disconnect between the Nottingham fans and the Panthers as a club.
Yeah.
You never really see a disconnect between Belfast Giants, the Giants club and the fans, the Devils club and the fans, and even Steelers. Yeah, there's a bit, sometimes there's a bit of animosity with the Steelers, but it always tends to be with Sims, right? Yeah. So
you see that Facebook faux pas of the day.
What was that?
The faux pas. Mr. Sims put a post up using the Sheffield Steelers Facebook page, and it's of him lying in hospital, saying, "What a day, had 40 grams of prostate removed, front end, feel horrible and attached to several drips and machines." Tagged himself into George Eliot Hospital NHS Trust using the Sheffield Steelers Facebook page. I think that might have been for his personal page.
Oops.
Yeah. What a tosser, honestly.
Oh, But getting back with Omar, I think Nottingham, the fan base is there. I just something doesn't seem right with them. And it could be this, we've spoken about it before, the sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
And the last couple of years, they've maybe not had this sense of entitlement. It's not happened for them, and they need to change. Is Omar the right guy for it? I honestly couldn't tell you.
Time will only tell if Omar's the right guy for it.
As for Omar as a person, I really do hope it works out for him. I really do.
Yeah.
But for the Nottingham Panthers,
I hope it
hope
doesn't.
it falls flat on their fucking faces. I really do. Fuck them.
Yeah. As I say,
and this is come from what I've just read, saying that they approached them months ago, right?
I know.
That's shite bag behaviour, by the way. Right? Middle of the season, they then decide to start approaching our head coach, our GM, as it for a job at Nottingham. Yeah, as a person, he deserves it. He done wonders as a GM for us. Right, our brand's got bigger, our fan base has got bigger. It's up 7.2%, something like that. It's fantastic. People in the city are speaking about the Stars again, which is great.
Yeah,
really good. And listen, he'll go and date it at Nottingham. He will, but Nottingham are a far bigger club than what we are.
Yeah, I saw a lot of things on the Star supporters page. I had a couple of direct messages as well on Facebook and stuff, and it was people saying, Omar's now gone. Be careful what you wish for, and the fact that he's leaving. But
people never.
If they think that Dundee fans have gave him a hard time over the years for whether it's his coaching ability or whether it's what he's done for GM or that. Listen, I'm not bad mouthing him at all, but there has been criticism over the years from people, and if he thinks that's bad, if it's not working at Nottingham, that's a good 6,000 people on top of you.
Yep.
So, it is what it is.
It's like what you've just said there. It's this: be careful what you wish for. Nobody wished for him to leave.
No,
I don't think anybody wanted him to leave.
I saw some people but wanted them to step down as a coach and just focus on the GM side of things.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted them to leave the club in general.
Yeah.
But
because I deliberately kept to the stuff that was on Facebook and Twitter about him, to be honest with you. People are entitled to their opinion. It wasn't at Nottingham. And again, what happened at Nottingham, I could just take it on face value. What was written, but if you look at it, he was here for 5 years, right? And I looked on. I don't know Wikipedia, and I'm hopefully Wikipedia is right. 5 years, we as a head coach, not as a GM, right? But head coach, we finished 10th, 9th, COVID season 7th. That's what we finished.
Mm-hmm.
So take away the COVID season, 4 seasons.
That COVID season, and I'm pretty sure that COVID season we were currently out with the playoff spots, fighting for it with a game in hand or 2 games in hand or something. So we were still fighting for that 8th spot to try and qualify for playoffs.
Yeah.
And that 1 out of 4 seasons where we've qualified for the final 4.
Yeah. And if you think about it, there's only 10 teams in the league. You've only got to finish 8th.
Yeah.
There's only 2 teams below you.
Can I stick up for him for 1 season, though? I'm going to stick up for him for 1 season. The season that Mark Lefebvre left and he'd signed an absolute shit team. Guys like fucking Tyler Brickler. That team, there was some good players in that team, and I think that was some of the players that Omar had brought in, but there were some absolutely brutal signings for that season.
Yeah, there was a...
I'm going to let Omar off with that team, okay? Completely let him off with that.
We qualified this year in 7th, right? But we were only, 2 points behind 4th?
Yeah, I know.
And that's how tight it was, right? So this season, I thought, was a successful season.
if only if we'd beaten Fife those 2 times at home.
That's it. Exactly. But yeah, come on. Good luck to him. Good luck to him.
Without a doubt.
As I say, good luck to him as a person. I hope it really works out for him. But as a club, I hope it goes fucking tits up.
Yeah. So speaking of that, him going, I've just changed around the next 2 segments. I'm actually going to move on to rumour mill. So
love a rumour mill.
A massive rumour mill just now. I think everyone in the Stars roster, bar the Brits, are signing elsewhere, according to this Elite League rumours page on Twitter and that.
I think Charlie signed for every club in Britain.
Charlie,
a team in Germany and a team in Denmark.
So Charlie has, at the Nottingham weekend, he had signed for Cardiff, verbally agreed the contract, but hadn't signed it. He was in talks with Belfast, and he's also rumoured to go to Nottingham.
Yeah.
So 3 of these clubs. And then the German team, Del 2, and Denmark. So I hope to God that
signs for us.
The scheduling, whoever does the scheduling for those clubs, at least gives them 1 day off so that he can play all those games for all those teams. But yeah, Charlie Combs, a man in demand, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But me personally, come on, I think he deserves a crack at a better European league or a crack at ECHL, AHL back home.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite AHL level yet, but ECHL to try and play his way up.
Yeah. I'd like to see him stick with us for another year.
Oh, God, yeah.
Just
prove it's just not a one-season wonder.
Correct. That's it. You took the words out of my mouth. Just to show that he could do it on a consistent basis.
Yeah. So
do I think he'll be here? No, don't. I think he'll be.
No way. Big money. There'll be big money on the table for him somewhere. When he got Cardiff with his pal register. That might be the saving grace for him because he's rumoured to be signing back in a contract extension with Cardiff, so you might not go there because of him.
I know. Let's be honest. Ice hockey is a short career. Right?
Yeah,
it is, and good luck to them wherever they go. Good luck to them. But as I say, I've not got qualms with it. If they stay in the Elite League, then go to a big club in the Elite League. Go to your Belfast, your Cardiff, your Sheffields. Right?
I didn't go to Sheffield.
No, but they're the 3 big clubs.
Oh, yeah.
At the moment, for me, Nottingham, they're a big club, but their team's not that big. People were betting them left, right, and centre.
I would only ever tell them to go to Belfast or Cardiff. I wouldn't tell them to go to Sheffield or Nottingham.
Well, I wouldn't want them to go to Sheffield.
Because they're a bunch of dicks.
I wouldn't want them to go to Sheffield.
Come on, actually, let's say, speaking of Sheffield,
no.
Your pal,
Tears are going to flow.
Contract extension, 2 years.
Yeah, got it. Can't believe it. I was going to start the rumour that Robert Dowd was coming to Dundee, and people would have maybe thought, he's in contact with Dowdy. This might happen.
Well,
you know what I mean? Not even a week after the playoffs, and he announces, I'm going back to Sheffield. Questions will be asked of that move when he comes on this podcast.
So that's a confirmed. That's not a rumour. That's a confirmed.
Robert
Dowd's back at Sheffield.
2-year deal.
But a couple of rumours done in Stars land. First off, we'll speak about players first, and then we'll come on to the coach in a second. So players first. Kyle Haas to leave. Got to Nottingham as well.
Yeah.
Is that the Pacha strings already been pulled?
It might be, because I'd heard that he was going to be coming back until Pacha.
I'd heard at Christmas he was going to get, like at Christmas time he wasn't coming back regardless.
I'd heard that he was coming back until Pacha had announced that he was leaving.
Yeah, but the thing as well is, right, so he's obviously been in touch with Mikey Kidd about raffling off his game-worn skates to raise funds for Ukraine.
Yeah.
Now, is that also a little hint of possibly retirement?
Maybe.
Because there was, remember when he did sign for the Stars, he was contemplating just not playing again. And
Yeah.
he thought, you know what, Omar convinced him 1 more year. Come on, I'll give it a shot, give it a year, see what you think. You know, he's still a young guy. He maybe wants to pursue a boxing career. He probably could pursue a boxing career. But you know, that's what we were saying about. Got a group chat. We were saying it the other night. Let him come back for another year here. Convince him to come back for another year, and at the end of the season, host his first professional boxing match at the ice rink, and get it done for him. And get that as part of his contract that we will organise his first professional boxing match at Dundee Ice Arena.
Yeah. The rumour of him going to Nottingham is Kyle really the type of player that Nottingham need?
Well, that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
100% sure. I think he's the type of player that a smaller club needs.
I think it was me and Stoney. It was me and someone speaking about it. I was like, the big clubs can afford an import like Kyle to just fight when he needs to and go and sit time in the box, right? But he's been here for a year already, so going to a new club, teams aren't going to want to fight him anyway.
No.
You know what I mean? If he came back to Dundee, he's got that role of protector. He goes to Nottingham, he goes there as an enforcer D-man effectively.
Yeah.
But nobody will want to fight him. And then you're losing an import for Haas for sitting in the box if you're a bigger club. So is it worth it for them?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I think Kyle's the type of player that wants to play.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's the type of guy like, let's say, like McMorrow. Played limited minutes, went on the ice, fought, and then sat on his arse for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And Kyle, if it happens, it happens for Kyle. If there's a fight and he's got to get involved, he'll get involved. If there's not, then Kyle plays minutes.
Yeah.
I kind of see him wanting to go to Nottingham and then using him in an enforcer role. Again, somebody that I would bring back.
But the only other rumour, player-wise, I heard was that Desjardins is looking to retire.
All right.
So Gabe potentially hanging the skates up, you know, young kid, misses. We're over here. I don't know if they were here all season. I think were they here all season or did they go away again?
Is Mrs. Gabe no pregnant? Again,
I think so.
She went back
again. Yeah, she went back again. Yeah. So could be looking to settle down now. You know, have the family, get a proper job. I say proper job like hockey players, not a proper job, but get a 9-to-5 job. So there could be the chance that, you know, Desjardins hangs the skates up.
Yeah.
But biggest rumor, obviously, is new head coach.
Yeah.
So Jeff Mason is the word.
That seems to be the name that's coming up a lot. Is it Jeff Mason, Belfast assistant coach? So be interesting if it's him and what he's going to bring to the team.
Listen, experience a plem. Great experience of Plym. You know, played at high level with Belfast for many years. Experience of being an assistant coach to Adam Keefe. So you'll know the Adam Keefe game plan. We might find ourselves playing the fire the pucks at the goal for the blue line and crash the net that Belfast have done for so many years against us. But me personally, I think he'd be a good appointment purely for recruitment wise. He will have a lot of contacts back in
I'd like to think he would, I'd like to think he would.
And I think the other thing as well is, like, let's be honest, I think Adam Keefe would help him out. You know, he's played with Keefe, he's coached with Keefe, they're obviously good pals. You know, I think Kiefer would help him out with a couple of guys. You know, what you're looking for. No, what I'm looking for, maybe a third line grinder that can maybe chip in here and there, but can forecheck and could fight. Right, okay, well, we were thinking about this guy, signing him, but we're not going to go for it. No, here's his contact details. You never know. You know, not that, you know, they're not good enough for Belfast, so they're good enough for us, but, you know, Belfast aren't going to recruit everyone, so...
The other rumour that I seen coming out of Belfast, and it was on these stupid EIHL fan rumour things.
Oh, the assistant coach one.
Was Besco.
Wow. Yeah.
So... Jeff Mason was going to come in as head coach, and he was bringing Besco in as the netminder, and an assistant coach.
Yeah. It's either that or it's
Jackson. Yeah.
And to be honest, I'd take either of them.
So would I, without a shadow of a doubt. Imagine you get Besco in the goal, right? No disrespect whatsoever to Mo, but and if get what you're probably disrespecting anybody. Besco's the best in the league.
Oh yeah, for me he was. It was close between him and Carruth, but I think Besco topped it for me.
Besco was better than Carruth, I thought. If we were to get Besco, or you get somebody like Jackson Whistle, a GB goalie. Imagine us running with a GB goalie.
And that's the thing as well, though. You sign Whistle, and you free up that extra import slot.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Besco, he has said that he's not going back to Belfast next season.
Right.
Because at the end of the playoffs. So
it'll also depend if maybe if Besco does go back, but what's Jackson wanting to do? Right?
Yeah.
Would Jackson Whistle be happy being back up again at Belfast, or coming to a smaller club like us and start living again
and being this and potentially being the standout?
Yep.
Try it. He doesn't need to make a name for himself because he is. Nope. He is a GB netminder, but again, he's that. You say the smaller club, he's the big fish in the small pond, and performances might make him the GB number one. You never know. Depends what happens with Bounce. Bounce coming back into the league, rumoured with Cardiff, Nottingham, Belfast, Sheffield, everyone in their granny. Actually, I think him and Charlie might just start their own club. But yeah, Besco or Jackson.
Besco or Jackson.
I would take either.
I would take any of them. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see if it is Jeff Mason, what he's going to bring. Is he going to bring sort of like a Belfast style of play? Are we going to be a Belfast type of team?
The way he used to play was he wasn't a big hit physical, but he was a physical, gritty wee player, and that's the way I think Stars forechecking, the back check.
Yeah.
I think you'll see a different style of Dundee Stars next season if it is Jeff Mason. I think you'd see a different type of team, which is something we've always cried out for, to be a bit more physical and stick up for ourselves. And we started doing that more this year.
It'd be so funny if we announced Jeff Hutchins.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I know it.
Or Todd Duty. Todd's left Fife. He's going upstairs now. He's going to Dundee.
No, seemingly it is being not being confirmed publicly, but it's been confirmed by a few sources in Fife that Dutz is moving upstairs and Hutch is taking over coaching as head coach at Fife. So, I think it's a change that they need as well. But technically, that's Cardiff looking for a coach, Nottingham looking for a coach, us looking for a coach, Manchester looking for a coach.
Well, they're announcing at 6 o'clock. They've got an announcement at 6 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, wonder who that's going to be.
The rumour is it's
Yeah. But strange one though. The goalie moving into that.
Coach.
Yeah, strange one. But listen, we've had what was the boy at Nottingham before? Was he a goalie that went into the coaching role?
Well,
can't mind his name.
I can't mind why they're Nottingham. I could just every time I think of Nottingham, I just think of Corey Nielsen.
I know. I would be surprised if he comes back.
Yeah.
Brings him back.
They're also speaking about Andrew Lord might be back at Cardiff.
Fucking God, honestly, God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's for rumour mill so far.
That's the rumour mill. I was
quite a lot.
I'm still devastated about Dowdy. Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I'm not happy.
Right, we're not speaking about who you're wanting, right?
Right.
Let's speak about who you want to keep, right? So, obviously, there's boys that might move on.
I think you know who my number one. I think you know who my number one target is.
Who's your number one target?
El Doro Loco. So, I believe
there's been a contract signed for Dorowich.
It was maybe his mum.
It was.
His mum's.
It was. His mum has signed a contract to Ali Brooks in Nottingham.
Exactly.
for him to re-sign next season. No, seemingly he wants to come back, and seemingly his mum would allow him to come back.
Yeah.
But you never know what could happen. You know, another club, Guildford, might come in with more money. You know, Guildford are quite a high budget team. One of the higher end budget teams of the league, believe it or not. A lot of people are surprised when they hear that, but they are. You know, they might come in for him a better deal, but yeah, El Doro Loco, Spencer Dorowich. Yeah, he's definitely at the top of the list.
And again, what I'm saying, he's top of the list, and that's probably just because the likes of Charlie's, he's going to move it.
Yeah.
But I would, for me, Dorowich, Combs, Haas would be Sebi would be the first four that I would keep. They're the guys that are going to get season tickets going. Yes. Especially the likes of Kyle and Charlie.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what they need. For the first signing, whether it's a new signing or whether it's a re-signing, it has to be somebody that's going to put bums on sets.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Dryden will be there. I would be surprised if Dryden wasn't there, I think.
Well,
he's on a signed, 2-year anyway, is he?
Yeah, he signed a 2-year contract, I think. Yes, he's got another year on that.
So Dryden will be there.
You'll have, obviously, the Brits. You'll have Chris, probably Moorsey, Garrigan.
Yeah. I'd like to see Cali back.
I'd love to see Cali back. I'd also like to see Rutkus back and get a chance.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll have Britton back as well, no doubt.
Yeah, really what we're saying is the Brits that are there now, you would like them to come back. You would like them to come back. Going back to the rumour mill, is Jordan going to come back?
You'd certainly take him back. You'd certainly take him. But yeah, I think, you know, for the import wise, those four and probably Sonch.
Yeah, Sonch would be in there for me. I'd put Michael.
Put me personally, I'd love to bring back Dylan Lawrence.
Yeah, Dylan doing all right. Yeah,
shoulder injury.
Yeah,
might prevent him.
Yeah, you know what? We could probably go through them all, and you'll probably find that we would only make 2-3 tweaks maximum. Yeah. I'd like Poirier to come back.
Shannon wouldn't. Didn't I say that to her, in front of her again? Jesus Christ, you nearly fucking bit your head off at the weekend for it. Don't know why. That's the problem. That's the problem. You've got no hockey IQ being for FIFA.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's
I wouldn't make a lot of changes. I really wouldn't. I would tweak 2 or 3 positions maximum, but we will end up tweaking more. 1, it's a new coach, and 2, we've probably named players there that are either going to retire or possibly go elsewhere.
Well, you look at guys like Rongier as well. With the numerous concussions that he's had. I'd love to see Rongier back, but will the injuries prevent him from playing again? Or playing in such a high contact league, you know, maybe go to Europe or maybe a lesser level back home in North America where it's not physical, not necessarily recce hockey, but you know, he's got to watch, especially if it is his 3rd or 4th concussion that he's had.
Yeah. The Scandinavian leagues might suit him.
Yeah, and that was the rumour with Seb as well, to be going back to Scandinavia to play.
Yeah.
But
he was also, I think he was one that was rumoured with Belfast as well, was Seb.
Yeah.
So you never know. You never know.
Well, let's. How about this thing, Larzo? How about we do a trade with Belfast?
Right.
We'll send Seb to Belfast and we'll take JJ.
I'd be happy with that.
That's other than Robert Dowd, I think the both of them have got a fan favourite pick and it's like.
Yeah. And saying that though, JJ never done much at the weekend.
He didn't do it.
Actually, that line never done much. That
No.
line never done much, which was quite a surprise.
You know what I loved to see was fucking Conway giving it his whole and then get pumped. And you know what? It serves him right for his shithousery up in Dundee earlier on in the season. He's a good player. He doesn't hate to be a cocky prick about it. Just go out and do it like what Pickenich does. JJ goes out and does his job and doesn't interact or shout at teams or gets on with the job.
But it doesn't help when you're calling him a wee prick and all.
I never called him a wee prick. I said he was a poor man's Kevin Conway. I said he was shite. He was more shite than his dad. I said he'll never be as good as his dad.
Yeah.
Which is true.
No wonder he bit.
It's fucking true though. You ask Robo. Robo will tell you.
Yeah.
Never be as good as his dad. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's who we're keeping. That's with Rumour Mill. As for the podcast, it's technically the final episode of the season. We'll still continue it throughout the summer with some guest speakers, former players, your hockey friends, Robert Town,
See, tells you, I can bring the GB internationalists on the show.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get maybe some new signings on, maybe get the new coach on if he's up for it when he's announced, whoever it may be. Cough, cough, Jeff Mason. But yeah, we'll have to take a vote. We'll have to get a poll on Facebook and that, and see what people are wanting. If they're still wanting to do a podcast, maybe every second week, maybe once a month for a catch up. Maybe get some fans on instead, so it's more regular. Get some fans on.
Yeah, get the fans on. Just rip the piss out of
them. But yeah, it's
Wes Davison.
Oh fuck, God.
Would you know how to put subtitles along the bottom so people can understand Liz's accent?
Subtitles, and listen, we swear, but subtitles, and we'll need to bleep out a lot with Liz Davison coming on. But might take a wee break, might give ourselves a wee break for a couple of weeks on this as well. Get rejuvenated, and then as soon as maybe some signings are announced, we'll get going again. And
we might have to do a special show next week if we announce the coach.
Well, we will. We probably will. Maybe try and get him on. That'll be the first one back. We'll get the new coach on and have a blather, see what he's wanting to do.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's do it.
Before we finish, I've got a wee shout out.
We've got a shout out.
I've got a wee shout out.
This is a bit surprising.
I know. But it's kind of what we're wee Fife pals' mums know well, eh?
I saw that.
Mums know well, eh?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
So a big shout out for the both of us at A View from Section C for Mother Duff. Laura says she's struggling a wee bit, but Laura knows that she's got the hockey world thinking of her through her tough times at the moment. Hopefully her mum gets on the road to recovery soon. And it's just me sending her lots of love.
Yeah, no, I think every you say it's from the both of us, but I think every Stars fan that knows Laura and is, engages with her on Twitter, listens to her on the Fife stream, and obviously listened to her. Well, tried to make out what she was saying on the show when she was on with us. No, I think every Stars fan is behind it. You see, the hockey world's behind her as well. So yeah, all the best to Mother Duff. You said that, Mother Duff.
Okay. Mother Duff and Mama Dorovitz.
Oh God Almighty, yeah, Mother Duff. But yeah, no, I echo that. Shout outs to Laura, and hope everything's recovers quickly and gets a wee bit better.
Yep.
But on that note, Larzo,
that's it, Junior.
Season's done.
Season's
no
done.
more games to review. No more games to preview until probably the end of August, September time.
We'll just say start.
I'll have had a honeymoon by then. Yep, we'll have been and come back from the honeymoon. Hopefully
I'm sick hearing about it.
Hopefully our hooses are still here with the Gypsy Travellers that have moved in behind with.
Are they still there?
They're fucking still there.
Thought the police were moving them on.
No, court case. They're proceeding legal actions now. But yeah, they've got goats, they've got cockerels. Fucking waking up at 6:30. Caw. Fucking cockerels, man. Honestly.
Well, yeah. Like, listen, there might be positives out of this. Food.
Well, I thought about asking him to see if I could do my back garden.
There's also that.
Yeah, well.
But here's a tip for you: never pay them up front.
Oh God, no! I remember what happened in Longforgan.
Tell us about it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it from us for a review from Section C. Season 1 over.
Over and done with. It's been a blast.
And we'll look to get season 2 up and running soon. Sooner than you think with the announcement of the new coach. Hopefully by the
we'll get a new quiz, and you'll see me taking off at the quiz.
Come on, eh? Where's my trophy?
Here, here's your trophy.
I won. Honestly, come on. Here's a wee.
Here's a wee cup for you.
Celebration. At least won something this year.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining in. This kind of the second half of this season on this podcast. The support, support's been unreal.
Positive comment. Love it.
The viewers, I've been looking. We're 200-300 views on YouTube on the videos watching this. We've got people listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's been tremendous, and obviously the merchandise as well that people have been getting. Teaching that it's still available. So if you want to get in touch with the pages, and we'll get it organised. But until we have an announcement, we'll sign off.
Yeah, have a good one. See you soon.